The injuries associated with the Rejuvenate and ABG II begin with the effect of the corrosion and metallosis from the implant to the hip joint. These corrosion and metal products are toxic and poisonous to the hip joint, so they cause destruction of tissue, muscle, and bone, which requires a surgery that the patient never would have needed but for the defective nature of the implant. Oftentimes, even after the implant is removed, the effects or the damage caused by the implant, meaning dead tissue, dead bone, dead muscle, leave the joint either unstable or damaged forever as a result of the defective nature of the implant. Over time, complications from the removal surgery exists, the need for additional surgeries, potential infections, all flow from the damage caused by the Stryker implant. For instance, I represent someone who, we filed his case. He had a lawsuit against Stryker, who worked in the construction industry. He actually owned his own construction business, a job that required him to be on roofs and to help build houses and lay tile. He had a very, very successful construction company, but because this implant and what it did to his hip joint was so severe that even after he had it removed, the destruction was so far advanced that to this day, he has had multiple other surgeries to try and deal with the amount of tissue and bone that was destroyed by the toxic particles and the metallosis. His hip will never be the same. He walks with a cane. He lost his construction business, and his life has been permanently scarred simply because he received an implant that, again, is one of the biggest catastrophes in the history of orthopedic implants. So if you unfortunately are the recipient of one of these implants and have suffered one of these injuries, or injuries that can be associated with metallosis and unnecessary surgery, it's important that you reach out to someone who's experienced in handling these cases.